Hey, FDL, last day, our first day back in. What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy, Just Katie, aka Katie, came up back with another lit banger, you feel me? Chat. Man, it was only right to come back with a reaction, you know what I'm saying? I thought it would be a good idea to react to some funny stuff. And I thought this was funny, and I thought this was just Pooh Shiesty. He's the definition of just wants to throw it all away, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, why do rappers do stuff? I'm not gonna say too much though. We finna jump right into the video. Okay.
On this Thursday evening, our next story takes us to Dallas, where federal prosecutors there have charged Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty and 8 others with robbing 3 men at gunpoint and kidnapping them at a Dallas record studio earlier this year. The court documents only refer to the victims by their initials. One victim, called RD, is described as the owner of the 1017 record label, which was founded by Grammy-nominated rapper Gucci Mane, whose real name is Roger Davis. DOJ saying that the incident began with a dispute over a record contract. Fox 4 Dallas reporter David Santendry is here with more. David, what can you tell us?
You had to rob the man though. You had to rob the man. You couldn't take it to court. You couldn't get lawyers involved. You had to rob the man. Like, nigga, do you want to go back to jail? Like, on camera? Like, you really had to rob the man though? And you're already rich. I get it, you trying to get out your contract. Take it to court. Do it more professional. Don't do it the unprofessional way. You're a rapper. You're a superstar. You have a name now. Why are you still moving like you're in the hood? Why are you still moving like a street dude, bro? Why is Pooh Shiesty still moving like a street dude, chat? Somebody tell me that. What are you doing? Why are you moving like a street cat still? You have too much money. Like, why do niggas get rich? Just to throw it all away. Why? Just to prove a point, just to prove you're a gangster. Proving yourself too much gonna cost you, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, this was disguised as a traditional business meeting inside a recording studio, but then it turned into an ambush.
So they played it off.
Don't make you pay.
Lontrell Williams Jr., a well-known rapper by the stage name Pooh Shiesty, was on house arrest for a firearms conviction related to drug trafficking when the Department of Justice says he led a group to rob and kidnap 3 people inside a Dallas recording studio back in January. The motive? So Pooh Shiesty could get out of a record contract with rapper Gucci Mane's label, the new 1017 Records.
We're not talking about low-level rappers here, guys who are trying to make it.
TMZ tells Fox 4 to let go of Pooh Shiesty would have been a financial blow to Gucci Mane's record label.
He had a lot of artists under his label, and then he made a decision that he was going to let go a lot of those artists. One of the very few, though, that he held on to happened to be Pooh Shiesty, because, again, Pooh Shiesty, somebody who's got a lot of fans, he's got hit music, and certainly somebody that...
I ain't gonna lie, 1017, bro, they did fall off. I ain't gonna lie, like, man, I remember when they first popped it off. I remember back with summer 2020, bro, when 1017 was becoming hot, man. You had Big Scar, Pooh Shiesty, of course, Fujiano, Big Walk Dog, and some more artists, fool. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I think Lil Rod too, fool, but he dropped him too. I think he had Matt Critter. Matt Critter hard though. I don't know why he dropped Matt Critter. You feel me? Like, it's just like, I know he dropped off set. Like, some of the rappers, I seen when you go get with 1017, it seemed like either you gonna go to jail or you gonna fall off. Something's gonna happen. Like, this shit, things just don't be sitting right with 1017. 1017 is like a big what if, like a what if record label. Like, because if you think about it, bro, most of the 1017 past artists are either dead, in jail, or have been dropped. Like, 1017 was a bunch of noise, a bunch of nothing, really. Like, it had this little run type shit, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie.
that Gucci Mane could be profitable.
According to a criminal complaint, Pooh Shiesty was upset with contract terms. Surveillance images show Pooh Shiesty, his father, and 7 others before they enter the studio. Once inside, Pooh Shiesty pulled what appeared to be a black AK-style pistol, pointing it at the head of a victim, labeled RD, demanding RD sign contractual release paperwork. RD complied. Gucci Mane's legal name, Roderick Davis, matches those initials.
The victims in this case came to Dallas to conduct legitimate business, and they were met with firearms and violence.
That wasn't the end of it. The feds say the group robbed the victims of expensive jewelry and cash.
One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness.
Pooh Shiesty lives in Frisco, according to the complaint, but investigators say most of the alleged accomplices traveling from Memphis, Tennessee, were staying at a Dallas hotel the day of the ambush, including accomplice Rodney Wright Jr., a rapper with the stage name Big 30. Social media posts reportedly show suspect Terrence Rogers wearing a variety of jewelry believed to be stolen during the robbery, even stolen sneakers. There's also a post highlighting a large amount of cash. Footage from Memphis shows federal investigators collecting evidence at the home of Pooh Shiesty's father, Vontrell Williams Sr. That was on Wednesday, the day most suspects were arrested.
We remain committed to investigating violent crimes like...
You really think Gucci Mane is not the same Mane for back in 06, 07, fool. If you really think Gucci Mane not finna snitch, bro, that nigga's a businessman. That nigga's a family man, fool. Come on, bro. Nigga, if I was about 40 years old, successful, kids, family, nigga, I'm snitching. I'm sorry, nigga. Like, nigga, this ain't... Nah, nigga, this... Bro... That nigga just pulled a move on he just pulled a move on a businessman. Like, why would you rob this nigga? Like, your CEO? Like, niggas is stupid. Like, why do niggas, they work so hard just to blow it, just to prove a point? I get your money, fool. I get your money. I get you about your money, but I feel like, bro, you could have took it to court. Like Lil Wayne with Birdman. Lil Wayne did it the professional way. Now I'm pretty sure Lil Wayne could have got Birdman got probably. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. Come on now. This was a slow move by Pooh Shiesty and their crew. They're stupid. Nigga, you really thought you was gonna get away with it? And then, nigga, you got out the feds just to go back into the feds? Alright, niggas just don't care about life? Do people have... Do y'all have a boyfriend in jail or something? Like,
it's
on the
north
video, the sounds
of Dallas,
like
where Pooh Shiesty lives. He actually lives in an apartment right next to the Dallas Cowboys training facility. Everyone else involved is believed to have come from out of town during this event. Again, 9 suspects we're talking about, 8 of them in custody. Feds still looking for one more who's believed to possibly be in Georgia. Austin?
David Sentendry with us tonight. David, always appreciate you. You heard a little bit of the press conference in David's piece. Let's play the full thing out from the beginning. Here it is.
Good morning. I'm Catherine Miller, the Acting Public Affairs Officer for the U.S. Attorney's Office of the Northern District of Texas. Today, you're going to hear from Ryan Raybould, the United States Attorney for the Northern District of Texas, Jeremy Wright, Assistant Special Agent in charge of FBI Dallas. And we will have a brief question and answer session after their remarks. Please identify yourself by your name and your media outlet when asking questions, and confine the content of your questions to today's press conference.
Bro, I wish I would do something like this, bro. I ain't gonna lie, for I didn't grind my whole life just to get back in the handcuffs. Nigga, I pray I never go to jail, to be honest. I ain't never been to jail. I pray I never go to jail, nigga. I ain't trying to go that way. I'm straight on the system. These folks is just slow. Like, it got to be a trend in 2026. Like, you done did 5 years in jail just to go back. And the bro dropped one song, and I ain't gonna lie, FDO was hard. But, my nigga, you can't just, you gonna end up like Roddy Ricch when he dropped the box and he just sat on that song until then nigga eventually fell off. Like,
the podium joining Ryan Raybould and Jeremy Wright is Executive Assistant Chief of Police with the Dallas Police Department, Terrence Rhodes. Assistant U.S. Attorney Robert Weathers, Assistant U.S. Attorney Claire Demers, and Assistant U.S. Attorney and Violent Crimes Chief Jeremy Fugate, all of the Northern District of Texas. And with that, I'll turn it over to Ryan.
Bro, it's stupid.
Good morning.
Dean, you didn't think it was gonna catch up to you? Like, bro, it's 2026, bro. So many things is advanceable. They say Gucci Mane snitch, but still, like, bro, you gonna get caught. Like, in today's time, bro, it ain't back in the day, nigga. Like, nah, nigga, you gonna get caught. Like, it's not hard to figure out what you done did, especially that you're a rapper, fool, and you have a known name. Come on now, fool. Like, how slow is these people, man?
I'm Ryan Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters,
That's my name.
Demarion Gibson,
Kinda.
DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed...
These niggas done pulled a Suge Knight move. I ain't gonna lie, one thing about that nigga Pooh Shiesty though, fool, he don't cap in his raps. Seems like it. He don't cap in his raps. It seems like it. Shoot, niggas doing what he say in his raps for real. I give him that for sure. But bro, proving a point, bro, is bro, man, it's gonna cost you, bro. Like, sometimes it just don't get you nowhere, bro. Like, man, trying to act hard and this and that, like, bro, what's the point, fool? Like, I don't know.
Firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm.
That's cap.
His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims. The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendants' roles in the federal offense. This is as follows: electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions. Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirming Williams Sr.
It's
rented a
crazy
vehicle.
It's just crazy because like you have people looking up to stuff like this and thinking this stuff cool. The youth, the young kids thinking stuff like this is cool. This is not cool, bro. This is not cool. We need a leader, not a follower, bro. This is why we got YNs now. You feel me? Like this is exactly why niggas think this is cool. This is not cool. This is lame. This is some goofy work. And I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of fucked up how Shiesty did it though. I ain't gonna lie, fool, cause Gucci got you out the hood, bro. I know Gucci done did some things, some snake little things probably, but bro, Gucci done got you out the hood, bro. And for you to turn around and do some snake stuff like that though, I understand if you took it to court, fool. But the fact that you just up the gun and robbed the man, like damn, the same nigga that got you out the hood. Like it's a cold world, bro. Even though Shiesty a rapper, this and that, bro, it's crazy, bro.
That was used by the group, surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene alleged in the charging document. This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that it is not, and that if you choose to do this, we will, together with our law enforcement partners here and the other ones in the Northern District of Texas, will bring you swiftly to justice. I want to thank the FBI Dallas Violent colleague Braden Busek for their outstanding contributions in this multi-jurisdictional investigation and prosecution. I'd also like to highlight the extraordinary work. None of this happens without the extraordinary work of our AUSAs in this office
doing a lot of yapping, but y'all
together
point,
to make
fool.
our country safer.
Y'all get the point, fool. Hey, this is wild. I mean, this happened back then, but this is wild. Shiesty is a real gangster. You let the world know you're a gangster, but at the same time, you let the world know you're a dummy too. You feel me? Hey, kids, you're watching my video. Take advice from me. Don't do nothing like this. This is slow. This is stupid. Bro. You get all the way to the top. Just go back to the bottom. Kids, take advice from me. Don't stay in school. This is not cool. This is lame. Stay in school. Stay in them books. Don't look up to shit like that. Look up to a nigga like me, actually. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie. But chat, what y'all think about this video? Y'all let me know down in the comments, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.